Hi everybody. So again, we're going to the two listenings, parts 3 and 4, because it's relatively short. Okay, the practice exercise is short, and then the actual listening may take you 10 more minutes. So I think that in less than 30 minutes you can do each part. So it'll be like 1 hour total. So I'm going to be very kind this week. I'm going to try. Okay. So this part, I'm sorry I didn't get this ready. Okay, so you normally have 2 or more speakers, normally just 2. It's like an interview. Okay, 6 multiple choice questions with 4 possibilities, and these discuss normally feelings, attitudes and opinions. That's why it's quite difficult, because you may find a paraphrase, but it may not be such a clear paraphrase. For example, there's one in the actual task which is a bit subjective. Okay, sometimes they may focus on detailed or just understanding. This is like to get the general idea, but I find it difficult sometimes. Or sometimes, most of the time, I find it challenging. So don't think that I do this and I find it easy. When I do the B2 exercises, I normally find them very easy most of the time. And sometimes some answers may be difficult, but when I do this, most of the time, I find it hard. Okay, so to practice, well, always notice this: there will always be something distracting. No, where was it? I highlighted. Okay, here. Distracting options. Always. So what does she do? Okay, notice the verb tense. What does she do? It refers to the present. Okay, sometimes. So I put look after. Look after is obviously going to be children normally. Variety, jobs, helps, family member, and work. That's what I highlighted. Okay, in any case, you are reading here. Okay, so you need to read it, and you have a couple of questions here. What's the correct answer? Why might you be distracted by the other options? Okay, so pause the video, do it, because I'm just going to give the answers. I have lots of videos to record. Okay, so you stop it. I'm going to tell you. Now the answer is she helps a family member. For example, looks after her young children. She mentions her children, but she doesn't say that she looks after them. Obviously, she must look after them. She hasn't given them away, okay, in adoption. So, does a variety of paid jobs. No, that was in the past. Okay, I had patchwork quilt of jobs. Patchwork quilt, kilt, I think it's kilt, is una falda escocesa. So it's like a mixture. It means a patchwork kilt is this thing that you have like. Patchwork is when you put different kinds of cloth, no, de tejido together. I think that's patchwork kilt, and kilt is like una mantita, I think, like Scottish. So it means this a mixture of different jobs, but this is I had after graduating. I told you this refers to the present, so you may get distracted by this. Now goes for walks. She said, I began walking this path full time. This means it's a metaphorical way of saying she started writing like full time. Okay, and again, this is in the past. Okay, so you may hear this, you have to be careful with this. You hear children, you hear this, you hear paid jobs. But it's the last one because she helps her cousin in the restaurant, no? Sometimes, no? When she needs occasional day, my cousin's restaurant, when she needs, so this is present. Okay, so that's why this is the one. Now, I hope I haven't messed it up because I'm recording this obviously before I post the task. I have to make sure I send this. Okay, so again, highlight the keywords. So what encouraged Rose? So friends involvement, research, work in the open air. Okay, so listen to it. I'm going to give the answers. Listen to it twice. Okay, and write about what may have distracted you. So I'm going to give you the answers in 3, 2, 1. Please stop it and do it. Please. Thank you for doing so. Now, it's not her children had always been interested. She became interested later, but that's not what encouraged her. Okay, as she did it, she became interested. Okay, she says she didn't share her children's interest. So no. C, research. She said that as a result of that, a couple of projects have come up, or she's been inspired by deer. Remember, deer is singular and plural. Okay, like sheep. There are many fish, otter. There are many animals for which the plural is the same. I mean, it's like irregular. So, okay, she mentions this, but that's not why she decided to do it. and a desire to work in the open air. She says that she enjoys being outside, but again, this is not what motivated her. What motivated her was that a friend needed people. Okay, a friend invited me because she needed people at the beginning. All the hands she could get. I didn't write everything down, something like that. Okay, so a friend needed help. Okay, so this is what you should have done. Since you are so good, I'm sure you will have done it. Okay, now here there's the same thing I told you for the other listenings. Read the questions. You have 70 seconds, I think. I've just done it. I think it was 70 seconds to read. It's enough time, but you have to read quickly. Highlight keywords. Okay, if you do it very quickly, you may be able to highlight both the keywords in the questions and the options, but you have to do it very, very quickly. Okay, now this is stupid. Choose all the correct answers you can. Obviously, I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm saying it just in case you don't realize, but I mean, you should. You're not going to be there relaxing for the first listening and then get all stressed. Okay, no, it's true. Don't worry, but try to get them all. Nothing stupid. Now it's stupid. It's obvious. Duh. Anyway, do not leave any answers blank. Okay, remember, you don't get good answers taken away if you make mistakes. So please do not leave anything blank. It is ABCD, 25% chance. If you can eliminate one or two because you are sure that's not the correct answer, it's a 50% chance. Take it. I mean, listen, 50% chance. If you get 50% in the listening, you may still be able to pass. And you should. I mean, 50% chance meaning you never know the answer. Sometimes you should know the answer. Okay, so I'll make sure I include this task. Okay, highlight it. Okay, well, use the time that you are given to highlight it. Okay, don't cheat. Otherwise, then when you take a test, if you are used to spending 3 minutes reading it, then you get anxious if you don't have time to read them all. Try to ignore the advice. Okay, if you want to listen to it a third time, then check the advice and you listen to it a third time. Okay, so perhaps you can realize the answer yourself. Okay, but anyway, so stop it. Listen to it twice. If you want, you can read it and listen to it a third time. And I'm going to give the answers. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start with the answer. So please. Okay. Unexpected opportunity to escape. She talked first about her boring. No, she was running away from a dull job. She was stagnant. Stagnant is estancada. Okay. So, and she accepted an offer. She said something like unexpected, but it wasn't unexpected. Okay, like out of the blue or something. She didn't see it coming. Okay, someone who had a boat told her, why don't you come? So that's the idea of unexpected opportunity. 16. More positive outlook. The best thing is that it's made me an optimist. So a more positive outlook on life. I'm an optimist. Not me. Okay, I'm not an optimist. I'm a realistic person, which means pessimistic in general. I'm sorry. Not with you in general, but anyway. Sorry for my rambling. So C. Enjoyed the reaction of others. She wrote something funny, saying that she was like her dad, who had started going grey and bald at the age of 20. So people read it and laughed about it. And so began my passion for entertaining people. So she enjoyed the reaction of others. Okay, she wrote that about her father, something relatively funny, and people laughed. That is the reaction. That's why she started. Okay, how did she get into writing? That's why it says, and so it started. Greatest challenge. This. Okay, she said, the worst thing, she complains about several things, but then she says, the worst thing is that I constantly battle self-doubt about whether or not my work is any good. So feeling uncertain, self-doubt is uncertain, the quality of her work, whether my work is any good. So that's what it is. She mentions something, that her family may whisper like she's writing a masterpiece, but she doesn't even brush her hair or something. Yeah, okay, but that's not the problem. The problem is that, okay, the worst thing, and she said it. Normally, notice that you have things like this, the worst thing, but, and normally that may introduce the answer after other possibilities have been mentioned. Okay, notice ensure. This one, okay? She does mention something about her grandmother, but she says, don't think of your grandmother, because your grandmother will like anything you write. It's like your parents. Oh, yes, you're fantastic. You're so good. Okay, even if you are really bad at sports, perhaps, they'll say, oh, good job, very good, I'm so proud of you, because they're your parents. They have to love you. They have no choice. Okay, so the same with grandmother. So don't think about what your grandmother would like, because she'll like anything. So you have to offer much more. It says you have to offer much more than a description of what you saw. Okay, so there's like much more than an account of their own adventures, much more than what you saw, to keep them gripped, because in this internet era and so on. And this one was difficult. Even I did this 2 years ago. Again, like everything, like the tasks, not the training exercises, but the tasks themselves were done 2 years ago. So I mean, I've done it again. I've done the listening again, so knowing the answer, it's easier. But detached is like you're not there. Okay, so that is the part of there's a little author sitting at the back of your head. So that is psychological detachment. And satisfying is because she says that you can channel your experiences into art, and that is deeply enriching. So enriching is like satisfying. So this is like a psychological detachment. Things don't affect you because you put them on paper and you have this little author at the back of your mind. So that is the detachment. Do you understand? If you have it like a little person, okay, so that is a bit detached is like separated. Okay, you have separated it. And that's it. I'm going to record a different video for the other one, so it's not so long. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.